Mic check 1 2. Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome in. You guys doing good? I hope everybody's having a lovely afternoon. I'm having a really nice day actually. Although I did wake up a little bit later, so I'm still finished setting everything up. So it's like ooh, you know. But you know, I'm vibing. So right now I'm thinking of how I'm gonna be doing this. Hold on. I'm aware that the game that we're gonna be playing, like right now, Silent Hill Homecoming and everything, does have a very infamous puzzle. I did not check how to do it, and I guess that's a good thing, because I don't want to be like, oh guys, it came down to me in a dream that you have to move this piece here and then you gotta do this here and then do that. So I'm glad that I didn't check it out beforehand, mostly because I forgot. Yo Bunk, happy Friday. It is Friday somewhere. Welcome in, Bunk. How you doing? Welcome in. Let me go to the big screen. I'm gonna trust that my camera is well set up. Oh, it actually is. Wow. Okay, so I did not check out beforehand if my camera was okay or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But it looks very well lit up actually. Whoa. I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, welcome in everybody. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? I hope that you guys are doing good, because you guys deserve to be doing good, Everybody does. Everybody does. Looking fun. Thank you. Wink wink, nudge nudge, as people often say. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Yeah, I woke up kind of late today. I did not prepare everything and anything beforehand, so it is one of those things. It is one of those things. Not on my phone. I'm taking care of business. But yeah, I'm having a really interesting afternoon, if anything. Sometimes 2 p.m. is good morning. But yeah, I'm just saying, everybody, yo, I'm live now. Me when I'm live. Maybe I should have one of those, no, I'm not on my phone and taking care of business like sound alerts, because it's been happening to me lately. It's been happening a lot to me. The more that I, keep myself waking up late, and it just be like that. Oh yeah, I also forgot to do the thumbnail for today's stream, so I had to wake up and then change my manners. I changed and then went straight to the computer so I could do that. But in the end, I did it. It is one of those things that come down to memory, muscle memory. You know what I'm talking about. But hey, we're having a really nice morning, really nice afternoon today. So I hope that you guys are doing good too. On other news, I don't really have anything else to communicate. I guess to report. There's not been much going on. I've been technically there is. I've been kind of seeing, testing the waters, if I could go and maybe ask the institute in which I work at if they could help me finance my master's degree. There we go. So I could probably get into doing a master's degree like this year. Obviously I'm not gonna finish it like this year, but I'm gonna probably start it like this year, probably in August. It is gonna be just a master's on well, it is a master's degree, not a master's of, but a master's degree in teaching and education. So that does open up quite an array of doors in life. And you know what it is, you know how it is. So probably I could go and do that, and your boy's gonna be having a second title of whatever. I already have my engineering degree. There we go. But doing a master's is not a bad thing. It is an extra thing to do, that is true, but it can be cool, just saying, yo, I have a master's. Oh, my dad knows George Armani. My dad knows him, something like that. Fool me once, how could you? Fool me twice, no. Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, how could you? Fool me fool me thrice, you're officially that guy. You know, the one that goes like, oh, that's an official Giorgio Armani, my daddy knows him, man. Right? Like that, eh? Jontron reference, for everybody who knows. Silent Hill. Silent Steel, why? You know, the more that I listen to the soundtrack of FF13, the more, you know, the more that I'm, you know, in the mood to play that game, right? So maybe sooner than later. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe sooner than later. Silent Hill Homecoming and the infamous puzzle. There we go. Harry Potter and the infamous puzzle. Eh? Yeah, that is the game that I'm going to be playing today. Eh? So yeah, Silent Hill Homecoming apparently has a very infamous puzzle. You guys saw me, you know, kind of dabbling into it a little bit, eh? And it wasn't supposed to be like something that could take a lot of time, but apparently it does. Like, apparently that's what makes it infamous, eh? According to what I have heard from some people on the interwebs, the puzzle that we're gonna be fighting against today is gonna be like one of those very infamous in the history of the game. So maybe I'm gonna be suffering quite a lot. I don't know, but I have gotten some how do they call them? I have gotten some warnings, you know, when it comes to that puzzle, and it seems like I have messed up already because people do recommend that you save before even attempting to do, you know, to move a single piece. That way, if you mess up and you get stuck, you can at least reload. But I did save after the fact, so I'm not so sure if it's gonna be like a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know how that's gonna go, or that's, you know, how that's gonna be it. But you know, maybe it will, you know, come back to being itself, you know, come back, you know, maybe it will reset after we love the game. I don't really know. I'm gonna try to attempt to do it. If it takes me like half an hour, I'm just gonna let it go. Maybe I could try to see if I can search how to do it, but I don't really know. What would be worse? I don't know. What would be worse? Giving up on a puzzle because you couldn't do it, or searching the answer? What do you guys think it's worse? You know, as a gamer, as a collective, as a people, eh? What do you think it's worse? Not being able to do a puzzle, or searching for the answer? As a certified gamer, eh? I gotta check out. I gotta clean my glasses. As a certified gamer, eh? Although, technically speaking, you can actually like get certified as a gamer. I don't remember exactly which university does it, but you can go through a test, and they can actually give you a certificate of gaming, and you can prove you can prove that you're a gamer. I don't know how that works, but you can do it apparently. I don't know, man. I guess if anything, I would try to not search for the answer because, you know, a pride of honor. I don't know. It is just for bragging rights, I know, but you know, that's one of the things that I may want to prefer to say. Yo, I did that. You see that puzzle? I did that. You know, gamer points or whatever. But anyways, let us go into the game already, because if I am gonna be, you know, battling against my own will or whatever, or against that puzzle, you know, I might as well just go into it already. Eh? Beep 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 beep. I love that song, eh? Even though I don't really play it that often. Eh? The song, I mean, because I've never played the game. Eh? Okay, here we go. Silent Hill Homecoming, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to rumble? You know, I feel like I could, if anything, just lower the. Hold on. Just a little tad bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this look better, or does this look better? Hold on. There's gonna be a slight increase in like the brightness. Does this look better, or does this look better? Because I feel like this looks a little bit more natural. This looks a little bit, you know, obviously like more bright. But, you know, I feel like this looks a little bit more natural, eh? I don't know. That's a pretty deep question, to be honest. Also, the context of streaming, it kind of changes things. You know, from a content creator perspective, you don't want to be stuck in a puzzle for weeks. Yeah, you want to keep things moving. True. And also, I don't have the viewer base nor the fan base, you know, for people to be like, oh yeah, let's hop in on stream and see this guy suffer for, like, you know, let's see if he can actually like do it or not. Because some streamers have that innate talent of being like, okay guys, I'm gonna be struggling this, watch me stream this and suffer on stream. But I don't have that, you know. Nor that not that I could not do it, but I you know, first thing, I don't have the fan base. I don't have the viewership for that, you know. I'm not a purist though. As long as somebody's having fun with their games, they're playing them right, as far as I'm concerned. That to be true. Plus, it is not like, you know, doing the puzzle or just searching for the answer means that I automatically like absorb the answer to myself. So next time I do play the game, I will definitely not remember how to do the puzzle. So maybe, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna give it an honest attempt first. I'm gonna give it one honest attempt, and if not, then I'm just gonna search for the answer, because, you know, I don't want to have you guys be stuck, you know, on stream with me. Eh? Although that technically is how it is right now. Eh? You guys are stuck with me. Eh? You know, stuck in the middle. Anyways, let's go and do the roar. Eh? Do the roar. Do the roar. Do the roar, Shrek. Do the roar. Let me move myself a little bit. Like new and new. Oh, looks okay, I guess. Let me just do something first. Hold on. I also have some cereal with me. It took me 1,000,000 cereals to collect this cereal. I gotta put this over here and then put this over here. Let me put. I feel good today. I feel like I look good today. And that's really good, you know. You guys should know that you guys also look good, even though I don't really know how you look at. But you guys kind of sound like you look good today. Here. That sounds alright. That looks alright. Just a little tiny bit. There we go. Okay, everybody, get ready for the next battle, eh? And that battle is gonna be a battle of the brains. A battle of the brains. And there we go. Let me know if you guys can hear the game. Hopefully you can, because I don't really know if I can. I don't really know if I do. Eh? Oh yeah, I can hear something. Do you guys hear something? Hopefully you guys can. Let me move my shirt forwards, because, you know, whenever my shirt goes like this, it starts like, you know, strangling me. So it is always important to, you know, keep your shirt going forward and your shoulders back like that. Which I guess it's gonna be contradictory a little bit, but, you know, it is not a big deal. Also, my phone is kinda getting on the way of my mouse, but just a little bit. There we go. Okay, get ready, y'all, for the puzzle, the big puzzle. Have you guys eaten something today? Have you guys eaten? Yeah, did you guys eat? Have you guys eaten something today? I have not. As I said, I do have this cereal right here. It has apples, and it has, like, you know, apple slices, my Special K, and that's just about it, you know, and milk, you know. You got that milk going on. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna give it my honest taste test. Here we go, eh? Here we go now. Cereal. Love cereal. Okay, here we go. Not so sure how this is gonna go. Maybe I'm gonna do it on my first attempt. As I said, I did not search beforehand I did not search beforehand how to do this, so it's gonna be an amalgamation of my first ever attempt and digest that it is my brain, my brain thoughts. Because, you know, I also have to like commentate everything and anything, because that's what a streamer does. So don't mind too much if I start rambling and gambling like a rambling gambling man. I don't believe there's any dogs nearby. And also, every time we may wanna restart this, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a walk back home. So it's gonna be, you know, one thing on top of the other. I am the thing, eh? Who's the other? I don't know. Let's see. If I go over here, we can do the thingy. By the way, Bonk, how is the plumbing doing? Going, rather. Eh? How is the situation with your house going? I hope that everything has been going well, because, you know, when we have busted pipes on our homes, it's a nightmare. So I'm glad that it isn't as bad as you know. Hello? What the hell happened to the street? Oh, well, actually, I don't know. I thought that we couldn't go back, but I'm glad that I can. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that there's a new strat for Silent Hill 1? There's a new skip that was uncovered. And I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that people didn't do it sooner. Like, the way that the puzzle works, well, I mean, I guess it does depend on trial and error, but the way the puzzle works is that you use an enemy to do a skip, like later on in the game. But you know that Silent Hill has like a day version and a night version, you know? The normal version and the nightmare version. That same place in which the skip takes place in the nightmare version also exists in the normal version, with the same enemy that, you know, makes it possible to do the skip. I guess it just takes, you know, somebody actually do you know, stumbling upon the correct place to do the skip. And I guess that's the answer to my question. Yeah, why somebody didn't do it sooner? I guess people have been trying to do it sooner. It's just that, you know, stumbling across the correct path. It is, you know, it is not like making enchiladas, you know. Hello, how you doing, Stella? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the lurking salutations. Hope you're doing well. Hello. I love that. No, not many people do redeem that. Ah, my eyes.
Okay.
We have already seen this before. Yeah, not many people redeem that, so I'm glad, you know, you did it. Yeah. Hope you're having a nice day. Okay, let's do this puzzle. I don't know if it resumed. I don't know if it, you know, if it restarted. I don't even know if it resetted. But hopefully everything will be all right. Let me eat a little bit of more of my cereal. Mm mm mm. Mm mm mm. Okay, so you guys see this emblem? Memorize it then. Engrave it in your brain. That's what we gotta do over here. Okay, so we have the little loopy loops over here, and then we have the little other loopy loops, but not the same loopy loops. Investigate. I am indeed investigating. I'm trying so hard to investigate. There we go. Okay, so now that we have it memorized, these little loop-de-loops that are over here are the ones that should go over here, right? That must be the thing. These things over here I imagine that are the loop-de-loops that go over here, like this ones. I don't think there's any part in this, you know, on the sides that represent that. Like this one should be the ones that go here, because they kind of look like discs. Okay, let's mess around a little bit. Assuming that the puzzle did not reset. If we are ever in a situation in which we gotta reset, like manually reset the puzzle, well, that's gotta be one adventure and a half. So if we ever need to like find the solution by X or Y reason, well, actually, oh, kind of looks like we're really close to it actually. Oh, we actually made actually really close to it. It could have probably been my fatigue, but it looks like really close to it. Okay, so now it is only a matter of switching these two. But how do we do that? Oh, there's still two pieces, like, you know, missing, right? But otherwise we seem to be doing pretty okay, I guess. Although these pieces kind of don't make any sense until they do. Do they? I don't really know. Okay, so we ought to find a way to actually like switch these two, because the other pieces are kind of already there. So how do I go on about that? If I try to just do a loop-de-loop, it doesn't really work. I mean, unless I do this. Uh-huh. I'm trying to memorize each and every single movement that I can, so that it won't you know, come bite me in the ass afterwards. Yeah. Did I just okay? Okay, I did it now. Okay, well, yippee! I get that. Oh my god, it's a letter from that. Did it reset? I swear it may have been. Okay, so if it didn't reset, we were really like really close to do it like last stream. If it did reset, well, there we go. I guess the answer wasn't as far away as it was. I was just tired, I guess. Okay, we did it, everybody. GG. Oh my god, it's a letter from that. I have failed, and they know it. They blame me. Goddamn. They shoot. I swore to protect this town, but I can't. The street decay before our eyes. The curse we always feared has come upon us. Worse yet, the order has returned. The order? Okay, the order. Gotta pronounce my consonants. Kidnapping and killing with impunity. Brainwashing those they take in an effort to rebuild their flock. Big yippee, eh? Whether they want to punish us for the exodus of our forefathers, or simply to breathe new life into the old ways, I don't know. But they have taken our people. The only thing left is to face the source of the evil, to fight it and pray that some hope can be restored. My sole consolation is that I finally opened my eyes to the evil in Silent Hill. I got a letter from my father. There's something else there too. It looks like a map of Silent Hill. Did he go there? I need to ask Mom if she knows about this. I got the map of Silent Hill. I genuinely thought that this was gonna be the whole stream. Okay, we managed to do it. How long did that take me? That took me like 5 minutes. Which I guess for some people may be a lot, but I'm glad I didn't suffer that much. Wow. I'm kind of impressed. Well, maybe that was the game throwing me a bone, you know? The fact that it did play the puzzle again, or like the puzzle cutscene again, could probably mean that the game was like, okay, let me set it up so that you only gotta do like a couple of moves and then you win it. Here she is. Hello, miss.
Listen to me, Mom. Start telling me everything you know about this.
Why you gotta talk to her like that?
I don't know what that is.
Stop lying. I'm tired of it. I know all about Silent Hill.
You don't know anything about Silent Hill.
Yeah, oh, she just called him a poser, right? You have not even played Silent Hill 1.
Fight something. Did he go to get Joshua? Is that where Josh is? God damn it, tell me!
Alex, I'm so sorry.
Stop pretending you care about me. Start telling me what's going on.
That's not way to treat your mom, by the way.
Josh was the only one you ever cared about. And I can help him if you tell me the truth.
Well, there's your answer. Ow.
No! No!
Forget the shepherd pit. Let's move.
Uh-oh. Like, I should come to realize that when it comes to Silent Hill, they don't call it Silent for a reason, eh? I mean, nobody does. Because everyone who does dies. Eh? I was assuming that this part of the game was kind of optional, but it looks like it isn't. Or maybe it is a second path. I definitely thought that we needed to go somewhere else.
Mom?
Mom? Well, everything just went downhill, huh? I mean, as it always does, you know, that's nothing new. But, man, I wonder if I could have gone somewhere else before coming here. It kinda seemed like it, but I'm not so sure. Brought that there. The door won't budge. How do you unlock it? How about, first of all... Oh, hello, eh? There you go. What? Well, I'm glad Ow. I'm glad I'm getting this this combat system down. Like, it is more responsive than what I thought. Like, I do feel, you know, Alex a little bit more nimble. So that is pretty good, huh? Okay, so let's see. That kind of sounded like cardboard for a moment. Okay, so things are definitely moving. Let's see what I can find over here, because it is a little bit worrying. I'm not gonna lie. It's cracked and the mask looks angry. That was a jump scare. I'm sure that jump scared somebody, like, in their labs. I got an angry mask. Let's say, because, you know, it is important. We have made we kind of made the easy work of a really, like, obtuse puzzle. And it is not as obtuse. Maybe I was just tired, like last stream, right? And that way I didn't see clearly, but now the rain is gone or whatever. So this would otherwise take me there. I gotta try and search over here first, just to see if I can find everything and anything. Looks like an old meat cleaver. I got a cleaver. I got a Cleveland. Can I use it? No, it seems to be a puzzle item. Meat cleaver. I'm gonna try and use the ceremonial dagger just because it's funny. I'm gonna go here first. Yes, hello. Track. I think I could probably move it. Okay. Let's move it out and hopefully find everything that I may need. It's an inscription. It reads, "For permitting others to suffer." I got a Heart of Darkness medal. For permitting others to suffer. Also, if I remember correctly, this game does have different endings. I'm not so sure which... Oh, hello. I'm not so sure which one am I gonna get. But everything is, you know, looking very interesting, Duck under. Oh, hello, You actually, like, got me a little bit. Let me use the first aid kit. Ow. It looked like I was kind of more nimble with my... Ow. Got him. Ow. You gotta watch out with, you know, with those kind of attacks. Ow. Okay, remember what I said about him feeling more nimble, Scratch that. I don't really know why he... Oh, come on, I don't really know why he used to feel like that, but now he doesn't, I think I know why. I may need to, you know... Yeah. Okay, in order to roll way better, you gotta not lock into the enemy, because otherwise you just strafe like left and right, Like you gotta let go and then you go over here. So that's the trick. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. Well, I'm glad that I learned that. A little bit late, but you know, better late than never, I guess. We're making progress, everybody. We're making progress. Where am I, by the way? Let me go over here. There might be something good. I have a mannequin thingy. The inscription reads, "For atrocities committed." I got a bile axe medal. That's a lot of my bile axe. Hey Dominic, how you doing, Welcome in, Hope you're having a lovely day. Ow. Ow. Look over here. Whoa. Oh, that actually is gonna kill me, Oh, actually, no, You're doing fine? I'm glad that you're doing fine, I may not struggle with... Okay, hold on, I've been using a ton of my stuff, I actually feel like restarting. Hold on, I may restart because I don't want to use too much of my super high, like, you know, healing items. It's doing pretty well, It is a lovely day. It is indeed a lovely day. For me, the most telling sign that it is a lovely day was the fact that I don't know if you were here for the last time I played this game, but there was a puzzle that took me like a good solid 40 minutes to attempt. I didn't even do it. Like, I didn't even finish it, and I just tried it again, and it took me like 3 minutes. So, you know. Yeah, don't sweep those healing. Yeah, those healing items too fast. Thing is, every time I go into this this screen and then I just let go of the button, it automatically uses the healing item. So I gotta push it and then press B without releasing it. Otherwise, it's gonna use the item without my consent. So I do definitely be like that. Let me move this just in case. But yeah, the puzzle that took me like 40 minutes to not do, now it took me like 3 to 5 minutes, and that was like, okay. Again, I think it was just the game, you know, throwing me a bone, you know, being like, hey, yo fam, hold on. Can I? Oh, come on. Okay, that is even worse, okay? Okay, time again to try again, I guess. Yeah, puzzle god, yeah. The guzzle pod, you know that. I don't wanna play another game. I don't wanna play a new game. I don't wanna play a new game. There we go. Okay, so I guess as long as I don't go there, I'm gonna be okay. Like, technically speaking, there's nothing there for me. Just gotta go the other way. Smoke poisons, smoke causes Alex to cough. Who knew, Who knew that poison was bad for our health? Okay, let's go up then. Let's go on then. I wonder where I'm gonna be using the cleaver though. So I guess a recap for everybody who just joined in. Our mom got kidnapped. We confronted her about, you know, Silent Hill and everything, and she was like, "You don't know anything about Silent Hill." Hello. I hear that people. And guys in mask came towards us, and apparently they were bad. So I'm not crazy. There's no enemy over here, right? You guys see that there's no enemy. Although I do hear an enemy. I don't see it though. I'm just gonna duck under it. No point in fighting a pointless fight. Can he come down here? I don't think he can. What if I just do this? One would think that would be the best choice, but no. And over there, there's really nothing. So I'm just gonna go. Well, there we go. Everything is going as planned. Or at least that's what I think. Let me equip my axe. I feel like my axe could be potentially more powerful, but I don't really know. Let me take a jump out of my my cereal. Did that open this up? Yes. Let's see what's in store for us over here. How many monsters are in my store? Yeah, let's jump across because it is funny. There doesn't seem to be anything over here, just death and destruction. Hey guys, it's Robbie! Robbie the rabbit. There he is. Look at the cool guy. He's just taking a bath, you know? He's taking a chamoy bath. Robbie the rabbit. Can I... Yeah. Stuffed bunny. It's wet and covered in mold. I gotta stuff up rabbit. Wee. Yippee! Robbie the rabbit. Robbie the rabbit. Robbie the rabbit. We love Robbie the rabbit. I wish I could have a plushie of Robbie the rabbit. You've been playing a lot of Darkstalkers lately from the Capcom Fighting Game Collection 1 and Marvel 2. Hell yeah, you know how that is. I'm glad that they did that collection. I'm still yet to actually like get it, but you know, yeah, it's a chamoy bath, you know. But you know, yeah, it's ketchup. The expression of this mask feels cool, just like mom, man. This kind of faces remind me of two things. It reminds me of that video of Obey the Walrus, you know, Obedece a la Morsa, with the walrus. And it also reminds me of the Wyoming incident. Those were really cool. Yeah, it's ketchup, man. Something of the sorts. What else can I get? What else can I get? There's a lot of trees over here. Oh, branches and stuff. Did you guys know that, technically speaking, trees can bleed? It's true, look it up. It is not funny. I hear an enemy, but I don't see it. Eh? Oh, the horrors, all the terrors, or the everything and anything. Let me activate this up. Hopefully something good will happen. It looks like the one upstairs. Let me double check, just in case. And it isn't. Is there something to it? Doesn't seem like something that I can interact with. Let me pull the lever crank and hopefully everything will be alright. I find it really funny that it kind of sounds like cardboard every time he moves the thing. I don't know, it just sounds like cardboard, like that. Oh, I moved the thing again. Okay, I gotta move it like 11 times again, just to be safe. Oh no, I have not. I'm still yet to do that. I'm kind of waiting for, you know, for it to be, for it to have a worldwide release on the internet. Although I may go watch it. I don't know if it is like, you know, dubbed in Spanish. Even if it isn't, even if they're like, you know, screening it, you know, in English, I may just go to, you know, to watch it, you know. Ah, cool, yeah. Yeah, I have not really been to the cinemas quite often. I wanted to go see the Mario movie, but my family was like, hey, you know what, it's already on the internet, let's watch it there. And I was like, oh, but I wanted to watch it on the cinema. And I already had plans, so I couldn't watch it with them. So, you know, maybe I can watch it some other day. So I'm still yet to watch the second Mario movie and the new Mortal Kombat movie. I want to watch the Mortal Kombat movie because it actually like looks really cool. Huh? Oh wait, I already been there, so I just gotta open up this one. My bad, chat. Let me get everything over here. I find it interesting that many streamers do have like a nickname for their chat. I don't think I have ever thought of that. I just called you chat, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I may just call you guys, you know. Hey guys, how you doing? You know, that's very, I guess, neutral. What might that be? The patient in room 206 is scheduled to undergo a transorbital lobotomy tomorrow. A lobotomy. I've mandated that the following medication be double on the day of the procedure. The rest of the message is blurred and illegible. Inegligible, eh? What does this say? How about calling us gamers, eh? Hey gamers, you playing alone, gamers? Eh? Nobody saw when you were carrying English, eh? Nobody saw when you were crying on your bed. I wanted to help you, but I hit myself instead. The ticking of a clock, then suddenly not. The ticking of a clock, then suddenly not. Fate left me here. To shine shadows I will rot. Under my covers the darkness kept me in. Only the daylight can save me from my sin. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Okay, you guys are gonna be, you know, getting a cool treat. What's this? You know, there's just There's just so many combinations that, you know, we can actually like have. I could basically just brute force this. Let me get this just in case. That actually took a little bit of force right there. Hey gamers. What's this? The knife looks like it's seen a lot of use. I got a knife. I got a knife. Child's drawing. Kinda looks like one of those that's going up. Maybe at 11. Like not like this, but like the other. Maybe. Got a child's drawing. Well, that kinda helps. Kinda. Just kinda. Maybe that one. Over there. Okay. I'm gonna assume that the other one is the one that I gotta like move. As I said, there's just so many combinations that we can do. So I'm just gonna move this little by little, little by little. There doesn't seem like I need to confirm anything, So I'm just gonna move this just the slightest, you know? Yeah, that didn't do anything, Let's see if by just moving this one, we might be able to do everything and anything. How about it now? I'm gonna go against the motion of the clock because I don't really know if this is true, but sometimes when it comes to like, you know, making puzzles like this, people tend to use combinations that are farther from the start, you know, than sooner or nearer. So, you know. So I might just do that. How you guys doing? Are you having a lovely afternoon? Hopefully you guys are. There's really no confirmation like status to this puzzle, so I could just technically just do this. And then a little bit down. Don't look down. I could also just, you know, do the puzzle normally. But who does that nowadays, you know? People have said that this puzzle might be glitched or broken, how so? How so? Well, I mean, I imagine that it may not, like, you know, give me the confirmation thing like right out of the bat. But maybe we're lucky and it's not. I mean, it all depends on which combination is the real one. Maybe I have already stumbled upon the right one, and I just didn't do it, and I just didn't not know it. And I just didn't know it. There we go. Proper English. Yes, the sweet sounds of somebody chewing meat on, you know, right next to my right ear. But if you solve it, then it works. But then it, yeah, but it just didn't solve. I mean, if that's the case, then that's a little bit cruel of the game, because, you know, how would I otherwise know if I'm right or wrong, you know? Could anybody search the answer and tell me if I've already, you know, done the right answer? Because if that's the case, then yeah, it might just be glitched. And they never patched it. That sucks. Yeah. Like, don't tell me the answer, just tell me if I've already done it. if I've already stumbled upon it. Beep, 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 beep. Eventually. I hope that this is not one of those, like, actually required puzzles, because if it is, then... And if it's glitched, then... And it is glitched, then man, oh man. Man, oh man. It is not gonna be pretty. Like, yeah, sure, I'm just waiting for the game to be like, wow, you did it, you are the best. I love it that I'm always just going 2 steps backwards into 1 step backwards and 2 steps forward. I remember struggling with this puzzle, but I can't remember what the clue's context is. I imagine that it is the writing on the wall. The writing's on the wall. It won't go away. It's a no man. But do you remember it being glitched? That is the question. Dominic is saying that people have reported that this puzzle might be glitched. At least for some people, it seems like it is. But I honestly wouldn't know, eh? Okay, I have already went half of the circle of the clock. I have already, you know, done half of the trouble. And as I said, there's no confirmation button. So if I just so happen to stumble up, you know, upon the solution, well, it didn't click. Like, it didn't solve itself. And also keep in mind that I'm kind of messing up my input sometimes, so we might have skipped the actual solution. Eh? So let me check. Maybe it's one of those things in which I gotta leave it like for like a solid second, and then that kind of works like a confirmation. Like if you leave it like for a solid second. Eh? Maybe. And another one. Eh? What's your favorite puzzles in video games, everybody? Like, I know that some people like, you know, puzzles in which you gotta like match some icons, you gotta like find the secret word, you gotta do like, you know, like the ones in Dino Crisis, you know, the ones that have the DDK discs. Donkey Kong. The Dance Revolution, eh? I feel like it could be cool to play Dance Revolution someday. I did find my dance mat pad thingy that I used to play the game with in the, you know, for the PS1. So I might do that sometime. I don't really know. It may be a cool idea for a stream. Yeah, the DR is really cool. Okay, so did I already stumble up, you know, upon the solution and just the game didn't register it? We're running dangerously low on clock. So here we go. We have a quarter. Yeah, we have a quarter left. From what I see, you may have already solved it. Okay, but I may have already solved it, but does the game tell me? Is there like an animation confirmation? Or should I just leave it like, you know, like it is one of those, oh, you gotta leave the hands of the clock in a certain position and then go outside and then come back inside. I mean, I don't mind giving the puzzle an honest go. Like, I already know that, you know, we have already stumbled upon the solution, because there's just so many combinations that you can do with a... Oh, there we go. Okay, so my theory wasn't right. So you see how I... By the way, you see how I mentioned that when it comes to like puzzles like this, it's better that you start from the end and then go backwards to the beginning. Apparently that was not the case with this puzzle, eh? The animation is that the windows will open. Yeah, there we go. We did it, eh? Thank you. Okay, if we could have started from the very beginning, this wouldn't have taken too long. You know, it'd be like that. Investigate. Yeah, there we go. So Robbie the Rabbit was actually one of the things. Well, that's interesting. Oh, thank you so much for letting me know. Eh? Yeah, then my Silent Hill Homecoming was glitched or something, probably. Or maybe it was one of those situations in which you kinda kept skipping the right position, like, and you maybe didn't notice. Maybe it was glitched, I don't know. You know, this is a clock. There's so many combinations, as I said, so you can definitely like brute force it, you know. But we did it, everybody. You know, puzzle god. Stardom, thank you so much for the stream streak. Sorry, I didn't see it. I gotta have an animation for that, because otherwise it's, you know, it may not be playing. And maybe you just didn't know it. I'm sorry. So I gotta get an animation for that going on. But thank you so much, everybody, for helping me with the puzzle. Eh? Okay, now that we have that, let's concentrate on the lower level. First try, yeah, we did it first try. Also, I don't know if first tries, if what are they called? If stream streaks appear in the chat, but if somebody has a stream streak and it appears in the chat and I don't notice it, please let me know. Eh? You know. Also, you have the hey listen if you guys you know, wanna get my attention. Eh? I have a piece of apple on my throat. There we go. It already went down. Let's check over here. There might be something good. Okay, the attic. Let's go to the attic. Follow the leader. Let me send her a message actually. Hi. From the lands of streaming land. I don't know how to write. Thanks for the stream streak. I kinda forgot to look at chat. LOL. Thanks, Lamau. 30 minutes later. There we go. There we go. Was it 30 minutes ago? It was definitely 30 minutes ago. Eh? Okay, here we go. Now that we have that going on, there's gonna be an enemy or two appearing. That is indeed for sure. Eh? And here we go. Got him. That guy didn't know what hit him. Actually, he kind of did, eh? But you know, eh? It's one of those things, eh? You never know what's gonna come next until they actually hit you in the face, eh? Duck under. Duck Under Dan. Do you guys remember Down Under Dan? I do. For those of you who don't know, don't ask me, I don't remember that much. But I remember Down Under Dan. Wasn't that the same? No. Maybe I'm mistaking this. Do you guys remember that game with that scene of the guy that guys, give me a drink, bartender? I don't know if that's Down Under Dan, or the land of Japan, or the town with no name. I believe that's the name of the game. Then which one was Down Under Dan? I remember a game called Down Under Dan, but I don't exactly remember which one that was. Here we go. Oh, what am I gonna stumble upon over here? Well, I technically am in the place in which that told me not to go. Also, look at this guy. This poor guy. Oh, look at him. He got stabbed in the ass. What a bad way to go. There's a special spot for each knife on the board. Could you like give me the thing here? There's a blood stain. There's blood stains all over the place. I got the boogeyman knife. The boogeyman knife. Is that a reference to Pyramid Head? Probably. Okay, so let's see. I have this knife over here. The item cannot be used here. What about this one? What about this one? Didn't I already put the butcher knife over here? Kinda seemed like it, didn't it? This item cannot be used here. What about this one? No. Could I be missing another knife? No, that's just a cleaver. And this would be the boogeyman knife. What now, eh? Wait, why isn't the butcher knife now staying in place? It is not staying in place. Hold on. Could I, by a miracle of life, this is gonna be used here? Oh, so you gotta put it in and then exit. Like real fast, for some reason, eh? Also, that did something, but I did not pay attention to what it did. Eh? But that did something. Eh? Ooh, I'm gonna roll. Eh? Nobody expects that roll, guy. Roll guy from Japan, eh? Or whatever his name is. Okay, so there's no enemies around, and that's pretty good. Nobody expects the Mexican Inquisition. Well, actually, I don't really know if we have any kind of like Inquisition. Now that I think about it, I messed it up. It was supposed to be the Spanish Inquisition, but as I said, I don't really know if there's any like Mexican Inquisition or if there ever was. Hopefully, no. You know, because you know how it is, you know, with people like that. So we got that going now. Let me save. I'm still yet to find the other piece of the thing. So far we have only gone through 4 or 3 rooms. So I wonder which one is gonna be the last thing that we may need to do. Haha, got him. There's bound to be more of those, and I kinda hate that. What about here? Looks like the lock is broken. I cannot open it. As with many of the things in Silent Hill, you know how it is. You definitely know how it is. There doesn't seem to be more bugs though, and there's nothing over here, technically speaking. I can go here though. That is a symbol and a half. So what is the meaning of this? Hello. Hide her pain. Let me do the indifferent mask. Behind this mask, her heart was laid bare. Maybe it was the other one? Let me take. And I mean, there's just so many combinations in different masks. And the angry mask. Can I not please read what I was saying, eh? I mean, there's just so many combinations that we can do. So I already put that there. But there really wasn't anything that, you know, told me what to do. There you go. Well, so good so far. Health drink. The enemy. Come on. There we go. There's just so many of them. The mask reminds me of my mother, although I don't remember her ever looking sad. Like a frowning mask. So maybe that's why nothing happened. Oh. Behind this mask, her heart was laid bare. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm glad I did it, eh? I guess this is my luck stat, you know, in effect, because otherwise I don't really know how otherwise I would have, you know, come across the solution, but there we go. Cannot really go here. I'm still yet to find the last one. The last one. Just don't really know where it may be. I didn't find like a cool secret puzzle on one of the ones above. I already done this, right? V. To escape to the future, you must know the past. We are bound to our pain, remembrance, set us free. I mean, if only I could. If only. Oh. If only it was up to me. Well, I mean, it technically is, you know. That's what I am doing all of this. It does make me wonder a little bit, you know, when it comes to like the whole involvement of Alex's dad on Silent Hill and everything. Eh? Maybe he was part of the order, maybe he wasn't. It is one of those things that you don't really know until you know. But when you know, oh man, do you know? I'm gonna go over here again, just to check. As I said, I've already done the puzzle over here, right? Well, I mean, there wasn't any innate puzzle over here, just stuff to collect. So not bad, I believe. Okay, if there was nothing here, then let me check on the other things again, just to see. I just need one more. So that was the V, and that was the thing. That is like a 5. And then that kind of looks like a whole notes rest, kind of. You know, when it comes to like the names of the notes and stuff, I know that in the US and in the UK they have different names for them. I know that, for example, in the US they do call them like whole note, half note, quarter note, and half note, and I already said that, in the 8th of a note, the 16th of the note. But in the UK they have like a different naming scheme. They call them like a quiver, a semi-quiver, a brave, a semi-brave. I don't remember which one was which. I know that the brave is, or the breve, maybe breve, I don't know. Maybe a whole note, I don't know. I forgot the naming scheme that they have in the UK. But it is like a very proper, like, oh yeah, the quiver, the semi-quiver. You know, things like that. I find it kind of interesting. And I know that if I am to communicate with my fellow musicians, I'm definitely have to like memorize those, that nomenclature. Because otherwise, it's gonna be bad, guys. It's gonna be bad. They do say that the fastest way to getting to anybody's heart is by their own native language. Maybe it is gonna be the second one. The one that's gonna be the one that I open. If not, let me just check. You know, I don't lose anything by checking. Maybe a little bit of time, but just that, you know. Okay, I need to open up the one that isn't open. I guess that's what we gotta do, eh? You know how it is. Here we go. Open Sesame Street. Here we go. Okay, so there was a puzzle that we missed over here, apparently. I wonder exactly where. So as long as I probably don't interact with that guy. Oh, there we go. We didn't go here before. Ow. Let me get that going on. Oh, come on. And fatality, eh? Take that society, eh? Fatality, take that society, eh? Well, I'm glad that didn't kill me, eh? And now, should I clean the trash of the universe? Said Piccolo once in his life. Oh, over. Oh, this is the parkour section of the game, eh? Flawless victory. Well, I mean, he did hit me, but you know, apparently for Liu Kang in the movie, that didn't really matter, eh? Does this remind you of something, of somebody, everybody? Well, actually, it is. No, it is not my jacket. It kind of reminded me of Heather's jacket, but you know, with actual like sleeves. There's space for 3 medals, but there's only 1 here. For the reelections, the reelections of duty. I got a fallen star mask. Not the mask, but the bruh. You know what I mean? The medal. Metal. If there's an order to these metals. Most probably there is. You know how it is. Let's see. Metal Smash Bros. Fight. You know. Okay, I'm gonna put the what now? I'm gonna put the bile axe metal. Wow. It doesn't really help that I cannot move the things with the D-pad. That didn't work. I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, no. Well, yeah, sure. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate on one. I'm gonna put the Heart of Darkness metal first. Then and only then I'm gonna go with the Biles Act and then this Fallen Star. Nothing happened. Okay. Fallen Star, Biles Act. Nothing happened. Okay. Gonna put this in the middle then. And then Biles Act, Fallen Star. Nothing happened. Fallen Star and Biles Act. Nothing happened. Okay. Go. Biles Act. Fallen Star. Nothing happened. Fallen Star and Biles Act. Nothing happened. That is wild. Like how many more combinations do you need? Like technically speaking, I did well. Actually, no, Yeah. And then and then if not, and then and nothing happened. Fallen Star. Then I gotta go with this one and this one. There's only 3, so as I said, there's only so many combinations. And I kind of feel like I've already went through all of them. Like, don't you think Oh, not that one, cowboy. Is there really no combination or like confirmation about this? What's the one we already did? Steven, I thought you were dead. Here we go. What really happened? And then and nothing really happened. I'm kinda perplexed about this. Oh, the things are filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, maybe these things are filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, shouldn't I have already like solved this based on the fact that, you know, I really put all of them in a combination. Things are filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? They don't really seem to have a symbol on them anyway. Also, there seems to be an enemy somewhere. In the words of Jontron, oh, I get it. I don't get it, eh? It may be one of those things. Let me eat a little bit more of my cereal. Mm-mm. So yeah, by going through all of the combinations, I should have already like solved the puzzle, shouldn't I have? Especially if there's only like 3 slots. Like if I go in this order, if I go point, start, heart, then I just move them little by little. I go point, start, heart, and then again. No, not that one. No, not that one. Point, start, heart. There is only so many combinations over there. Really now? Is that really not how it is supposed to be? Anything else that may give me a clue? Like, sure enough, I already did those combinations. Like, if I start with a heart and then I just switch around like this. And then, if not, then like this. Does this change anything in the environment? I don't believe so. Then I just switch places. It doesn't really work. Then if I do the same with this one. Nothing really happens. These things are filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? These things are filthy, he says. Well, what else do you expect? There really isn't anything else in here. Even if I've already done the combinations, nothing really has changed. I hear somebody, you know, dragging something really heavy, and I don't like that. If I go with the star, then. Then I do that one. Oh! Okay, so I just had to go back and forth and confirm and unconfirm. Okay. Okay, we did it, everybody. Things sort themselves out very often, eh? And I like that. So I guess our confirmation button was more than anything just, you know, exit it and then going back in, probably. Sometimes it do be like that. Yeah, it is really weird, eh? But in the end, I'm glad that you know, we did it, everybody. With the power of friendship, we conquer the puzzles and whatnot. Eh? This is just a whack game, but it is a fun kind of whack, you know. In the sense of, oh yeah, that's really funny, eh? You know, not fun in the sense of like, wow, fun, but you know, it is kind of funny, eh? I would have walked in circles, you know, in this areas, yeah. It'd just be like that, eh? Big brain time, eh? Yeah, that's my brain after everything. That's how my brain looks, you know. It's like, whoa. We can go out now, everybody. Okay, what now?
This has to be right.
Oh, thank you, subtitles, for telling me what he said. Wow. Humidity, eh? Oh, now everything is getting Oh wait, everything is becoming normal. I thought that we were gonna be entering the Shattered Memories realm. Woohoo! 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 We did it, y'all. Also, Bonk as well. No, actually, that was like two days ago. Yeah, I wanna send a, not send, but I wanna set a an alarm or an alert for the stream streaks, because otherwise I'm gonna miss them all.
Elle, I thought you were...
She's gone.
Who?
My mom. I can't find her anywhere. The entire town's gone.
I think I know where they are. I found this. I'm not sure what it all means, but we need to get to Silent Hill.
Like in the game, man.
My dad was serious enough to risk his life going there. That's where Josh is. I'm sure of it.
And everyone else?
And everyone was there. That's me.
Wheeler, I thought we lost you.
You're not getting rid of me that easy.
Glad to hear it. We have a lot to fill you in on. In the meantime, can you get us a boat? We're going to Silent Hill.
And he said it so like, we're going to Silent Hill, you know? Wow, it is the song that I have never heard before, eh? You know, somebody actually, like, you know, programmed this boat. You know, this boat has boat physics, you know? This is how this boat is, eh? Yeah, roll credits, eh?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? Hey.
No. About earlier today. Flyers.
Forget it. I should apologize. It's just... this place.
America.
Back bad memories for me.
Eh. USA.
I never understood why you left. And one day you were just...
Now you're gone.
Look, I didn't say it before, but... I'm glad you're back. I feel safer with you here.
Aww.
Everything's just...
What a
been
simp,
part of
eh?
life, you know, but you...
That's just how it is, eh? Right?
I don't have a choice.
Yes,
Do you think that they were going, you know, they're gonna hold hands? Eh? Well, that may be too much, eh?
About Silent Hill.
I know Joshua and I were told 100 times never to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom was pretty strict about it too.
Yeah, well, your parents are right. I'll tell you. But it all fits. All those things we've seen in Shepherd's Glen, the nightmares.
What do you mean?
Silent Hill is what I mean.
Yeah.
It has bad history. Always has.
How many times, you know, Silent Hill is called by name in the games? I believe this is the most times we have actually, like, you know, heard the name Silent Hill in a Silent Hill game. Eh? Well, at least as many times, you know.
At the time, they had this cop. I can't remember her name, but she'd gone.
Reference! They referenced her name. I don't know, Sybil Bennett, eh?
Outside of town. But I'd heard rumors about the people who lived there. Let's just say they're not too friendly to people.
Hell yeah.
Beliefs.
The order.
Yeah.
The Order. Why did he say it like that? The Order.
Shepherd's Glen, he told me I would never have to go to Silent Hill. I guess there's some sort of irony here.
Do you
Kinda.
remember to find anyone there?
Who knows? Oh, she's gonna go into serious mode, eh? Oh, I thought that she was gonna do like the shh, like that, and she was gonna start rapping, eh?
I haven't taken it off since.
You know, eh? With that jacket, she kinda looks like a Power Ranger, eh?
Hair.
But just a little bit, eh?
Sure.
I'm just happy to see that something's gotten better since I left.
Alex, there's a light up here.
Ooh, eh?
I think we might be
Eh?
at the pier.
What should we do?
Turn off our light. I don't want anybody to know we're coming.
L. Let go of her.
Well, that really went downhill really fast. Extra fast there. So now we were hijacked by cultist pirates. That's kind of whack. I don't think that there has ever been any Silent Hill in which we've been hijacked by pirates. And this has been the closest one to them, you know. It is always really funny when in movies, you know, somebody's like coughing and then like a ton of gravel and like, you know, like not smoke, but you know, like dust comes out of them. Yeah, this is a weird one, but you know, it's definitely one of those games that you either love them or you hate them, man. Fog. Just like Silent Hill 4. Did you guys like Silent Hill 4? I feel like it was okay. I wasn't like entirely thrilled by it, but I was like, yeah, this is a game. I can see why people like it. I can see why some people don't. But you know, I may give it another second chance. Well, not so much a second chance. I did, you know, finish it. But you know, maybe I could give it like a second playthrough, you know.
L. Wheeler.
I thought he said the bad word there. Yeah, he kind of looked like it, you know, like he said it a little bit. You liked it. It was really clear that making it a Silent Hill game was kind of an afterthought. But a little bit, I have heard, you know, rumors about that game originally not being a Silent Hill game, but it kind of fits. It kind of fits that it is a Silent Hill game, you know. It has that kind of feeling, and I'm sure that hold on. I'm sure that if that game didn't come out as Silent Hill 4, people would have been like, oh, this would have been a really good like Silent Hill game, like this game that nobody knows is, you know, could be the, you know, the lost Silent Hill game. But now that we have it like Silent Hill 4, some people may be like, they shouldn't have been Silent Hill 4, and some people may be like, what are you talking about? This is totally Silent Hill 4, you know. At the very least, it is very Silent Hill coded because it is a Silent Hill. But you know, I can say what some people can be angry at that, you know. Silent Hill 4 is the most unnerving one, Lamau. The prison, the hauntings, there was just some really off-putting. That do be true, yeah. Most than anything, the ghost and the hauntings and the apparitions. As far as I am concerned, somebody once told me, look everybody, I'm playing Silent Hill F. As far as I'm concerned, the final game has some hauntings that are disabled by default, which you can only re-enable them through cheat codes. And I believe the PC version, the GOG version, does come with those extra hauntings like re-enabled. So probably the game that you played was not as haunted as it was originally intended to be. I like how there are enemies in that game named 6-7 though, yeah. Okay, if they really knew what was gonna, yeah. Imagine if they had an enemy called Ko and another one called Bed, you know? Ko and Bed, eh? You know, yeah. So that game could be extra spooky if you played it on PC like nowadays. So maybe you're gonna have your own like personal creepy pasta to actually like explore, you know? Could happen. Could happen. Could definitely happen. This looks like a Lake Patrol bowl, though it's hard to tell with the rust. Truly, yeah. I have already told you guys, but I've been thinking of a project to do with laptop screens. I want to get a bunch of laptop screens and just take the panels off, and then use either a Raspberry Pi or whatever. Or maybe I could do something similar. I don't know. The thing is, you know that you can do like a magic mirror with laptop screens, like the panels. Like you can just attach some panels because they are transparent to, well, not so much to, on a mirror, and then you can have your own smart mirror, quote unquote. But actually, it is a smart mirror. Like you can have like a touch panel and everything, and you can do like commands and stuff, you know, while looking at a mirror. And it is transparent, so you wouldn't really notice the difference between a normal one and a smart mirror. But since the panels are transparent, I want to put a bunch of them on my wall, like right here, like on my wall, and then program it so that once in a while the hauntings from Silent Hill 4 appear, and it kind of looks like they're actually like coming out of the wall. But you know, it may take a little bit of editing and everything, but it sounds like a neat project for Halloween, you know? Like, I remade the hauntings. My house is haunted by Silent Hill 4 or something of the sort, you know? I know that now that I mentioned it, maybe somebody else is gonna be doing it, but you know. I may be too lazy to do that, you know? That would be rad, eh? I may get into doing it, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe that's gonna be one of my big projects of this year, eh? And then that's gonna be like my breakthrough on YouTube, and you know, people are gonna be like, wow, eh? And then I'm not gonna upload anything again, eh? Because got him, eh? Haha. Made them go up in expectations, and then I never uploaded anything, eh? Wahaha. The bait boxes are all filled with ash now, eh? Well, if that's the case, then where do I gotta go? But it feels like it could be a cool project, yeah. Based, eh? You know it. The ignition key is nowhere to be found. Just go full Technoblade, yeah. Oh wow, eh? But in real life, eh? Because you know how that goes. Was Technoblade that Minecraft YouTuber? Well, I mean, if that was the case, he didn't just publish anything because he wanted, but because he's kind of like not alive, you know? He's kind of dead. Was he the one with a pig with a crown, you know, YouTuber? Okay, maybe not full Technoblade. Well, maybe, you know. Nah, it's either nothing or everything, eh? You know, all in or all out. Because I used to rule the world. That's another thing of Minecraft that I don't really know the difference of. Also, didn't Technoblade get referenced in the Minecraft movie? I believe he did. Yeah, he might have. I heard the rumors about Technoblade having a cameo in the Minecraft movie. At least his avatar, you know, the pig with a crown. Yeah, I agree. The air agrees with me.
Alex, are you there?
That's me, eh?
Wheeler? Is that you?
Talk quietly, Alex. Thank God you're okay. Listen, they've taken us to the prison. It's horrible. They took Elle and they're about to...
Wheeler, come in, Wheeler. What did they do? Wheeler!
Do you think they call him Wheeler because he rolls on the ground? Like, if he falls down a hill, he's just rolling and rolling and rolling. Eh? That was a bad joke. Eh? He had a running thing where he was really infrequent with uploading when he was alive, though. Every time he would take a longer break, his subscribers count would explode. Eh? That's interesting. Eh? What's this guy doing here? Take that, society. There we go. They call him Wheeler because they hardly know or got him, man. That's a nice one, Bunk. That's a nice one, man. Man, if I had a gun right now... that actually was a good one, eh? Oh, wait, hold on. I do have a gun. Pew, 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 eh? Oh, look at that guy. Look at this funny guy. Ow, eh? He really died fast. Poor guy. Okay, let's see. What else can I do? If I cannot go over here, which is really like rude of the game. The bridge is one of the main routes into and out of the town. Routes? Got him. Got him. I believe it is best pronounced as route, you know. What are the best routes instead of routes? Are you dead? Hopefully he's dead. No, speaking about dead people, eh? Ah, that was really bad. I'm sorry. So let's see. So I imagine that the fact that there's like smoke coming out of the ground may be a reference to that down in Raccoon City, eh? In you know, place. Look, everybody, look where we are, eh? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Top 5 scary cats. Number 1, Larry. Eh. We're in the place, eh? We are in the designated place, everybody. We are in the hello. Eh? I don't know where. Something about Pennsylvania, yeah. It's always about Pennsylvania with scary places. Can't remember the. Yeah, me neither. Got his ass. There we go. Yeah, we're in the designated place. Is he dead? I don't believe he's dead. And believe it or not, he might be dead. Oh, actually, like, you know, doing that gasp actually like make me swallow some air. Kinda sucks. Looks more like he was attacked while trying to get away. Get away. I mean, that kind of happened to me as well. Eh? When you are going to get away. What was the name of that song again? I sometimes quote it, but I kind of forget what you know what the name of that song is. Eh? Okay, here we go. Ow. Got him, man. Okay, they seemed like they kinda revive. Tainted love, thank you. Eh? Get away. Bim, bim. I'm kinda tempted, love it. I'm kinda tempted to just go over here and see if I can find something cool. But yeah, it seems like the enemies do respawn, so I'm not gonna bother with them. Yeah, rah, all you want. The game crashed. Aborting Buell, the final. Version 6.34 change list. Hash 66306 Silent Hill could not allocate TFX handle pool size reach max at 700 items. 1 lurker and then a bunch of hex codes. So apparently the game had a little bit of a buffer overflow. That kind of sucks. Ooh. Eh. So maybe I was not supposed to be there, or maybe I was not supposed to kill those enemies the way that I did. I don't know. This game becomes weirder and weirder by the second. Eh? Yeah, the game said nah. The game just said peace. Like that. Gee, I really hope that, you know, it didn't, you know, take me all the way back, because otherwise that would have been really bad. That's okay, I gotta buffer overload sometimes. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we definitely do. Got plan. Eh? Bim. Well, it looks like we couldn't get away. Eh? Can I? There we go. Well, I'm glad I saved it before doing this.
This has to be right.
Put you back to the tree was, oh, come on, eh? That would have been really funny, eh? Can I please skip this cutscene, eh? It would be really good of the game to do that. Eh? Or maybe it just has to load everything, eh? Maybe that's just how the engine does it. By the way, can you guys see the game? Hopefully you can, eh? I'm gonna eat in the meantime, eh? How many hills are in my store? Yeah. You know how it is, eh? But so far so good. I feel like we're doing good progress. I mean, if we ignore the fact that we got sent back here, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go straight to the part in which my game crashed because I want to just check if the game crashes again. Hopefully it won't. But you know, I gotta check just because it's funny. Oh yeah, did I not miss anything over here? I most certainly did. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find some items scattered around. Do you guys know that they changed the ABC song? Apparently they're teaching it like differently in schools right now. Like it is no. This is not a bit, by the way. I cannot think of anything funny, but apparently they did change the way that song goes. Like we're really used to A B C D E F G H I A K L M N O P. Yeah, we're really used to the LMNOP. And apparently the way that they change it is just A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T W X Y C. Like that's how it sounds now, right? A B C D E F G H I A K L M N O P Q R S T. You know, right? It is so lame, yeah. A B C D E F G H I A K L M N O P. That's how it should go. LMNOP. Well, I mean, it apparently was changed because some people were, you know, some kids were like, "What is an LMNOP? I don't know what an LMNOP is. What is that supposed to mean?" So apparently they changed it just so because, you know, they just couldn't be like L M N O P, you know. Ah, that's what it is. The L, the M, and the M, and the O, and the P. Apparently the LMNOP was too OP for them, you know. Got them. But you know, they're kids. I can understand the logic behind it, you know.
Wheeler, is that you?
But still, you know, I can't complain too much because I was a dumb kid myself. Oh man. But I mean, weren't we all? Weren't we all? You know. But yeah, but at least we didn't, you know, struggle with the LMNOP, you know. But the damn dev games ruined it all, eh? It was all the city folk and their damned flying machines. So apparently there's no enemies this time now. There seems to be something over here. What if that's Harry's car? Well, actually no, that's not Harry's car because Harry was a jeep. A jeepy. Oh, so I kinda need to go here? Oh, that seems to be the prison like path. I'm just gonna check, you know?
Wheeler, are you there?
It's
Wheeler,
the house. Yeah, it's the car from the house of the house.
I'm at
The
prison,
house of the
but I
house.
can't get
The
in.
house of the
Is
house.
there another way?
There's an entrance on the other side of the prison. That's your best chance.
It kind of looks like it, yeah. Maybe it is actually like an actual reference, eh? Overlook Penitentiary. I remember my dad and several deputies were sent here to help stop a riot. We didn't stop the riot. That's actually not the lyrics of the song. Badooms. I'm gonna check over here. Maybe there's something that I did miss. Oh, what now? Another abandoned car. Why are the headlights still on? Could this be the yellow paint of this game? Maybe. I mean, this is the sun garden. Before I go here, however, let me see if I can find the other thing, eh? And hopefully the game will not crash. I don't even know how it crashed, actually. It was a very weird thing, eh? We didn't stop the crash. Although playing Crash Bandicoot could be really fun, you know? Yes, open. Yes, open. We're. Eh? Yes, we're open. Frozen King. Wow. I need to know how to... Oh. It's a doghouse. But there's no dog around, eh? Who could tell? Who knew, eh? I need to know how to main a king in Tekken. I know the story, it's the look-alike bait shop. That would never take us here, even though this shop had better prices. Yeah. Need to be like that. Oh, a save point. Neat. There was a dog here. It's gone now. Yeah, definitely. Where did it go? Where did it come from? Where did it go? There was a dog here. It's gone now. This is my dog. This dog was made for me. I got a child's drum and haven't found those in a good while. Pistol ammunition. Take that, society. Man, I really don't have that many handgun bullets, but then again, you don't really need, you know, weapons that much, like, you know, firearms. This is a very melee heavy game, and I feel like that's pretty cool. Chat, did they or did they not start the fire? I kind of wonder about that. I don't know if the message of the song is really clear to me. To this day, I keep on wondering, did they or did they not start the fire? If this game is a Silent Hill game through and through, the enemies will you know, follow me all the way through the ends of the earth. I'll follow you till the ends of the earth. I think Ryan started the fire, actually. Yeah. God damn it, Ryan. I got a sapphire. That actually like looks really cool. God damn it, Ryan. Wait, wasn't that the same guy that we saw in Midnight's stream? Was his name Ryan or was his name? He had a different name, didn't he? Were you in that that stream of Derek, in which we watch a bunch of, like, you know, VHS cassettes and stuff? Was it Ryan? I don't remember the name. Oh, you weren't there, fuck! You missed a very crucial moment in the Underground's lore. Kyle, Kevin, I believe it was Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Hold on. You did miss that part. Yeah, hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me search it up. Kevin, I believe it was Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. The face of a man who knows who Kevin is. Yeah. It was Kevin. Yeah. Kevin does not got him. I got a sapphire, everybody. I know, Rip. Yeah, it do be like that. Yeah, maybe Kevin was the one who started the fire. So what about here? There is no name or date printed here, so whose grave is this? Oh, look at this guy. These are the only guys you definitely need a gun for. There you go. I basically punctured both of his lungs. That's some hardcore stuff right there. Hello. It's a statue of Janus. Hey guys, say Janus but without the J. I got him. This was someone's wife and daughter. What, a wall? How do you marry a wall? How do you give birth to a wall? These people, Yeah, Silent Hill is weird, The lock is broken, Like, yeah, I don't think I gotta marry a wall like anytime soon, but people over here, oof. You know, if the walls could talk, you know. Literally, I got them, There's no name or date printed here, so whose grave is this? Well, I mean, if nobody wants it, The inscription reads 12 the old. There's an empty slot for some kind of item here. Well, I don't got it. Well, actually, I do have the sapphire. Great, I put the sapphire. And Ellis locket. This item cannot be used here, but what about this? This item cannot be used here, so I need another precious gem. The new, interesting. Here lies Edge Fielder, died January 1883. Tell those that pass, so that my tale will live on and fill the hearts of those pausing on my grave. HDTTH, HDTTH, whatever that may mean. I cannot go here. I cannot go here. Hopefully, one day I will. Could you believe it, guys, that I've never actually like watched the whole like Hairspray musical? I've only watched the movie, but I've never watched the whole musical. You guys know which one I'm talking about, yeah? Hopefully so. You better know which one I'm talking about. And it's been a really long time since I last watched that movie. I don't even know what that is. So it is a musical. A musical is a play in which you know what a musical is. And it is based on the 60s, you know. And the name is Hairspray because everybody in the 60s was using hairspray. Eh? And it is mostly a story about, you know, showing everybody what you can do, no matter how you look and no matter where you come from. Eh? And it's really cool. Eh? I'm really net when it comes to movies though. Same, I gotta say. Most of the movies that I have watched have been mostly because thanks to, you know, my family being like, oh yeah, let's watch a movie. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Recently it has been, you know, through my friends that I've watched more movies recently. Me and a friend sometimes watch horror movies, like Japanese horror movies while he's, you know, at work. And, you know, why would you be watching movies at work? Don't worry about that. But I believe that this year I have watched more movies than what I've watched in the last 10 years, I guess. Sound Space, they definitely is. Yeah. Okay, so now I gotta find a way to hopefully find the other gem. I don't know how good or how easy or how, you know, how that's gonna go. So there's no dog. I still feel like I'm missing something from here. But maybe it isn't. But I do recommend you guys watching Hairspray because, you know, it is a really cool one. Don't tell Starla, but I didn't even know there was a third Shrek movie till she started talking about the Shrekening. Oh my god. I mean, somebody did mention that. Oh, actually, no, Stooge. Stooge was the one that said, you know, I've never watched the, you know, Shrek 3. You know, I never actually watched Shrek 3. I don't even know how Stooge, you know, talks. Well, I mean, I know how he talks, but I don't really know how it would go on about, you know, imitating his voice. But yeah, apparently Stooge did not watch Shrek 3 until now, and you know he now has, and now you know he knows everything about the Shreking guy. But you know how it is. This looks like a cozy place, I'm not gonna lie. Everything is grey, but you know, so is the UK. Eh? William P. Haha, hippie. Eh? William P. Well, better change your trousers, whatever. I don't really have it today. Born December 12, 1904. Died February 20, 1906. Ooh. Leggy, born October 1906. Died October 30, 1906. They really died very young. Eh? Billy P. Lama, what on earth, eh? Billy P. Billy B. Billy Billy Banana. What about this? Reader, pause and consider the vast importance of being always prepared to meet thy God. For thou knowest not the time, the place, nor the manner of thy death. I mean, I could just ask ChatGPT, eh? William Perkin, eh? Perkin, this not gonna, eh? JK, yeah, it'd be like that, eh? Billy P, Billy P, Billy Banana, Banana. This marker's petty worn. Pretty worn, not petty. This marker's pretty worn. Only a few letters are still visible. I mean, Alex, you don't have to admit that. You have to admit that you don't know how to read. This gravy is worn, almost entirely smooth. Only a few lines are legible. Got him. What can I find over here? I feel like I'm gonna just find death and destruction, which it often happens like that, you know. I could either go here or the statue. Janus Garden. Janus. More like got him, The names are entirely worn away. Oh yeah, this reminds me. When I went to Peru, we were staying at a convent, kind of like one of those where, you know, not convent, but what is the name of it? It was kind of like a church, but you know, a priest did give us a little, you know, a little bit of a roof when we went to Peru, and they had graveyards and everything in a cemetery like alongside the church, and you know, just looking at the graves, it did remind me of that a little bit. It looks like it is log, it seems. So I cannot go here. But what about here? Oh, let me roll, Ow, that did not hit me at all, I don't even know why I shot twice. There we go. I guess it was my innate, you know, my innate anger towards him. It's locked. I need a key to open it. I don't believe that this thing has a key. No. It is the key to my heart, but not really the key to this door. Nah. Let's go over here. We might be finding something really cool over here. Breach. Like security breach? Like in Nafe. There we go. I got a garnet. Whatever that may mean. I don't know my precious gems. I gotta be honest. I'm not somebody who uses jewelry. Yeah, I'm not somebody who uses jewelry, so I don't really know about precious gems and everything. Another crypt in runes. The crypt, a cemetery, a ghoul, a manor. So here we are again. There's only so many possible combinations. Well, apparently that didn't do it. Okay, give me that. And now give me that. And I'm gonna give you the sapphire. And then, and only then, possibly, I'm just gonna give you this. Shouldn't that have done something, eh? And maybe it is tied to the order in which I put them. No, it doesn't seem like it. I can just take the thing, eh? Here lies H. Fueler. Tell those that pass so that my tale will live on and feel the heart of those pausing on my grave. Telltale heart. Here died Telltale heart. Whatever that may mean. Am I doing something wrong, eh? A small collection of graves. Were those marks moved there, or did this tree grow out of a massive grave? Probably the second one. Are there any hints for this? I don't think so. The lock is broken. I cannot open it. I mean, was there ever... Well, yeah, we cannot really go in here. The Moon Garden. Could it be that this is one of the situations in which I just put the thing and then the you know, the door just opens it? That would be really weird, and that's too much of a traject in order to do this. Too much traveling. It also kind of looked like there was something on the side that you could stick something in, but it didn't give me the option to do it, so I don't really know. Maybe this was not the correct gem to put there, probably. But I did not find any other gem like over here, so probably we need to find another gem. Maybe one of them is just a decoy, you know, like Learner Decoy. Oh wait, hold on, that's Learner Limoy. Hey. Yeah, probably we're gonna find another thing. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Let me stretch just a little bit. There we go. I gotta oxygenate my brain. I gotta oxygenate the brain. The brain. When I oxygenate the brain. The brain. Made a little bit more of my cereal. There we go. Okay, objectives. Find someone who knows something about fixing guns. I already did that, didn't I? Find L. Search for a way into the prison. Oh wait, actually, yeah, we kind of missed the guy who knows how to fix guns. But which gun was that? Well, were we gonna fix? I don't really know. Right? So we have already done this. I'm gonna keep the Sapphire and the Garnet with me because they're gonna come very much in handy as references for later. Same, buddy, same, man. Let's see. So I have already gone here, and there's only this. So there could only be a couple of places. Oh, I remember that guy who fixes guns from the start of the game, but you can back. No, unfortunately I cannot. Yeah, I'm already in a whole different like city, and I do not even remember why we wanted to meet him again. Like we met him and he gave me his he gave me something, I don't remember, but you know, there might have been something that maybe we could have unlocked and we just didn't. Maybe that was one of the requirements for the good ending. We have already screwed it. Oh yeah, if you guys have not watched Shrek the Musical, I totally encourage you to do it. It was really fun watching it with friends. What time is it, by the way? It is 2:30. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a BRB because my brain is like kind of oxygenating itself, eh? or whatever that may mean. I'm gonna do a little bit, just a tiny BRB, just to stretch and hopefully not perish or whatever. So BRB, I'm gonna be doing that. Probably a 3-minute one, a 5-minute one, maybe even less. I don't know. But let's see what we can do. But yeah, sit tight, everybody. We're gonna be back with some more Silent Hill, so in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. Let's do that. Okay, we're back, everybody. We're back in town. We're back in business. We're back in Silent Hill. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat music is sounding right now. Well, I mean, it was playing a little bit of a while ago, but now, you know how it is. Okay, how are we doing in the game? Are you guys finding them words? Did you guys find any cool words? Let's see, how many words can we find? We can find invite. No, that's not it. I don't really know. Yeah, now Thirst Strike. How many words can we find, everybody? Night. Night is one. Actually, no, I didn't. Betrin? Maybe? I don't really know. This is a bad round. I don't even know which words we can actually like get. But yeah, I got that music going on, everybody. Let me drink some water. Can you guys find any words with those letters? I sure cannot. Inventor. That's a lot of more letters than what we have available. Tier. That's one. Tier. Inert, probably. Although inert is with double N. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We could have, you know, gotten more, but, you know, who wants more, eh? We did what we could, eh? Okay, let's go back to Silent Hill, everybody. How you guys doing? You guys doing good in the BRB? Hopefully you guys are doing good in the BRB, eh? Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's go back to the game, man. Let's go back to the cool game, man. Would have been really cool if they brought back the guy who did the rap for, you know, for Silent Hill. Hold on, I found something. There we go. It would have been Silent Hill. It would have been really cool if they brought back the guy who did rap for Street Fighter 3 for Street Fighter 6. Did they do it? I don't remember if they did. I don't even remember his name. Eh? What was his name again? I know that it was like MC something, but I don't remember. Eh? Something of those lines. I should know, eh? Because, you know, I've seen some videos about it. Okay, here we go now. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, maybe something wrong with me. Eh? Okay, so let's see. Next destination should be Lupe Fiasco. I don't know why. What a name, eh? Now, I do remember that he had a cool name. At least like a stage name or street name. I just don't remember exactly the name. It looks like something tried to get in. Why would someone want to take refuge inside a prison? I mean, have you seen this town, eh? That kind of sounds like the most sane thing to do around these parts. Probably. Also, just for the record, I did not check what I had to do over there. So apparently I needed to go in here. No, I'm kind of curious. I'm about to search this up. Did we actually like do the puzzle, or did we not? Because it feels like it definitely feels like we had the right amount of clues. I don't know who it is who raps that Third Strike theme. Oh man, the one with the sapphire and the garnet. Because we did put, and by we I mean you guys, because I'm you know counting you guys as playing as well. Kind of looked like we did put the whole pieces of the puzzle in there, but nothing ever happened. So I just have the garnet and the sapphire. Do I need like a third gem, quote unquote? Because if I do, that would explain, you know, why nothing happened. So maybe I will find something, you know, cool over here. Because yeah, my assumption is just that I needed a third gem of some sorts. I don't know if that's how it's gonna be or that's how it's gonna go, but you know, we never know. Here we go. Oh, so we are here. Oh, Silent Hill, the lookalike office is 2nd Street. The police. So that's the gate. The lookalike water and power. Coon Street. Ah, the memories are flooding back in. There really isn't anything over here. Can I? No, it would have been too good to be true. Nothing over here, just nothing destruction. So nothing that we can do over here. Which kind of makes sense, you know? Looks like the lock is broken, can't open it. It's gonna be a ton of doors that I'm gonna be, you know, wanting to open and then they don't open it. Because, you know, this is Silent Hill, eh? We gotta have doors that don't open. So those are the Toluca Lake offices. Yeah, my assumption is that I'm just gonna find another gem somewhere near. Hello.
Wheeler, I'm at the rear entrance. The gate is electrified.
Damn it.
It looks like they're running power from across the street. I'm gonna find a way to shut it off. Wheeler, what about Elle? Is she okay?
I haven't heard anything, but who knows what those monsters are doing to her. You need to hurry.
Know it. Okay, so that is indeed the gate. I'm gonna try and see. It would be a good idea to follow that line over there. But first of all, let me see what I can do over here. I'm gonna be a contrarian and I'm gonna go exactly the opposite way the game wants me to go. Just because it's funny. You know how it is. If I do here to look at water and power, that's indeed the place to go. I'm gonna assume that that thing is not there. Let's see. If I go over here though, would it be better or worse? Oh, I have a dog. I have that dog in me. Ow. 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 Oh, that actually killed me, eh? Oh, never mind. Even if you heal in this kind of situations, you actually like die because it is kind of sad that you do die if you get bitten at a certain threshold, eh? So that kind of sucks. I mean, what sucks more is the loading times, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's see what we can do. We didn't technically lost anything. We didn't technically lose anything. So that's not bad at all, eh? Was this here before? Kinda looked like it. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit so you guys can get everything and anything, eh? Let me move my thingy over here. Question, can you guys still hear me very well or can you guys not? Eh? Trying to move the microphone in a certain way so that, you know, you guys can hear me without having to see the microphone thingy. I hear that people again. Eh? Let me just put over here the thing.
Wheeler, I'm at the
That's
rear
in time.
entrance.
I hear you clearly. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that's the case. So far, I have not seen any loot around. There you go. Oh, that was very unfortunate for the dog, eh? But I get my revenge. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on traveling over here. So nothing over here. I'm very tempted to just off that guy. I mean, he's very annoying, so I might as well just do that. Oh, that was a nice one, eh? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he's getting up from that. I love it that this game feels a little bit just like nightmare creatures in a good way. It's really cool, huh? Okay, it is kind of bugging me. Hold on, what about that thing with the gems? Silent, heal. Homecoming, Sapphire, and Garnet. I already have them, but what about that? The Garnet is a necessary item in the Janus statue, puzzle in the Janus. Okay. Well, the Sapphire is a dummy item with no functional use. The Garnet is found on a bench. Uh-huh. Garnet and sapphire found on a stone bench. Requires a garnet and okay, so I do need another one. So my assumption was right. Okay. Okay, never mind. Basement boiler room. I guess if anything, I should have trusted this game to, you know, solve itself. Huh? There's no heat coming out, must be busted. I mean, what they say, busting makes me feel good. Beep, beep. Ow. It's gonna come back up. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. There's no heat coming out. There's no heat coming out. Oh yeah, let me take this just in case. Let me take this just in case. Let me take this just in case. No parking. Can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna park my ass over here. So now that I've gone here, could I technically just go? Let me see what I can find. There's gotta be something funny. Something funny. Alchemy Hospital. I feel like I'm going, you know, going places in which I should definitely not go to. But that's the fun of it, you know. I got the bloodstone. That is a thing. Could this be the one that I need? Although technically I already saw which one I need, but you know. The bloodstone. The blood. I got the blood. Okay, so that's basically it for Alchemy Hospital. Well, actually, no. There's many more things that we can actually like explore. I thought that this white, you know, hydrant was like the girl from The Ring, with a white dress, and I was like, oh, that's right. But I'm glad that's not the case, you know. Oh, is this gonna be one of those serums? Well, that guy went away. He lost all interest there. 7 days there. Ow, 7 days there. Ow. Got him. You know, it's either them or me, eh? Ah, oh, come on, man. Well, that does take care of them, eh? Yeah, that Boulder, yeah, he kind of looked like Boulder a little bit, eh? He was really as fast as well. Jesus Christ. The lock is broken. So we cannot go to Alchemy Hospital. That's a little bit of a shame. Got him. That way they don't come back, and that's something good, you know. I can see through the window. Okay, sure. My boy got them X-ray glasses. Do you guys remember when, you know, people were, you know, raging, you know, about the Ray-Bans and the everything and the anything? People often be like, "Oh yeah, we gotta have like X-ray glasses now," and things like that. It was really funny. And those never came out, you know. We don't really have X-ray glasses today, you know, to this day. Water and power. Water and water and power, power, water and water. Ow. Ow. Oh, that was a little bit of a bad timing, eh? Let me just do this, and maybe he will, you know, get the bait. Got him. They still seem like they do reappear, so I gotta be careful with that. So that's the place in which I gotta go. I'm still gonna go, you know, explore the rest because it's just really fun to do so. I know that I might die because of that. Doggy? Ah, whoa. You get away from me, dog. Oh, come on, not again, eh? There we go. That wasn't the prettiest way to hang that situation, but you know. The door is locked. It's all over now. Door's locked. Ow. Oh, come on. When in doubt. They're gonna come back up, I know it. Water and water and water, water and water. The dumpster is filled with rotting garbage. Garbage. Doesn't seem like it's been emptied for months. That is definitely something. Eh? That guy came out of the sewers like he was it, you know? And that's really funny. Eh? The lookalike offices. I may need to prioritize fast-moving weapons in cases like this. So otherwise it would be a pain and a half. Oh, I can actually like enter here. That's really cool. Water and water and water. Here we go. An old newspaper. Paul Russell Douglas was executed for the murder of 8 children in and around Silent Hill and Shepherd's Glen areas, according to court records. He offered no resistance as he was arrested and strapped into the electric chair as officials, witnesses, and reporters watched. Paul Russell Douglas. This execution is not going to stop anything, Douglas said. I've worked and waited for this day. All that's left is to rejoin my lord. After preparations were completed, Douglas received a sudden blast of electrical current, followed by a 2-minute stream that jolted him back in the chair. Medical officials pronounced him dead at 2:09 p.m. Interesting. I know that there's a Douglas in Silent Hill, but I don't think it is the same Douglas that we know it. Douglas. The drug was silent, and I have some pistol ammunition. Let me reload it so that I can finally have something to shoot with. Because otherwise we're going to die. I love the Silent Hill song in Silent Hill 3's ending of, you know, the UFO ending. It is just really fun. Silent Hill song, let's sing it, everybody. Everyone, let's sing together. Something about the lines, yeah. Something along the lines. I'm losing my mind. Can I really go here and... Can I really go here? What about here? Wow, just like my house, right? Could there possibly be something here? Just as expected, there's really nothing. There we go. Did it. I've been considering getting a second PC to use it as a streaming PC, but the thing is, PCs are expensive nowadays. I mean, they are always expensive, but even really basic ones that I could use as like a streaming PC, it's still gonna be a little bit expensive, close to $500. So you know. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe I was gonna die. Well, this guy's dead. kinda seems like a place in which I should otherwise be. But I don't know if this place is optional or maybe not. Let's say before anything happens. Ooh, coffee. Well, actually, no. I thought that was like a coffee machine. No, it is a fire extinguisher. No, over here, no, but over here. There we go. I don't exactly remember why I did the separate save, but I'm glad that I did. Now. Here we go. So there really is nothing over here. Drawers are empty. I got to look at lake water and power key. Oh, I actually needed to go here. Who knew? Can I not kill these things? Well, maybe I can. Nothing of the sorts, nothing of the sorts. Well, now that we have what we came here for, let's just go home. Hopefully there won't be like you know, enemies around scattered now that I got the thing that I needed. Because that would be really bad. You know how it is. Well, back to the dungeons with us. I found everything that I needed over here. Yes, yes. To the outside world again. Well, speaking about the outside world, I recently listened to a really cool creepypasta, which to me just sounded like a very professional, like, short horror story. It's called Psychosis, and if you guys have not read it or, you know, listened to it, I thoroughly recommend you guys listen to Psychosis by Matt. What was his name? His name was Matt. I have it on my Discord status actually. It is Psychosis by Matt Dimersky. Matt Dimersky. It is one of the best horror stories that I've ever, you know, listened to. The entrance to the church is sealed off. I guess there's really no sanctuary in this cursed town. Wow. Fascinating, eh? So if you guys have not watched that one already, totally recommend you guys to do so. But that guy is not dead. But I don't technically need it to be not dead. So we cannot go to the church, we cannot go to the post office, nor we can go to the police station, sadly. So I'm just gonna go straight here. That settles it. You're going to die. There we go. And just like that, I can play football with him, man. Ronaldinho soccer. Well, soccer, because he kinda pronounced it as soccer because of the compression, eh? Ronaldinho soccer. Eh? Okay, so can I really not open this? It looks like the lock is broken. I can open it. Maybe there was a door that I missed on the other side. Probably. So I'm gonna go to the other side and hopefully I can find it. Because otherwise it's gonna be really bad. Really, really bad. Toluca Lake. Toluca, 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 Toluca Lake. Have you guys listened to the WhatsApp song? What's up? Dun dun. What's up? Dun dun dun. What's up? What's up? Rifle ammunition. I mean, I don't know why I think surprised. I know that there's a rifle in this game, eh? But it's like, wow, a rifle? Where? I don't have it. Where can I find it, eh? You know, something of the sort. But I'm glad that I did get them rifle ammunition. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it anytime soon. Hopefully not. Hopefully yes. I don't know. I guess we will find out. Because you know how it is. What's up? What's up? What's up? And the stop of the what? I hope that the guy who was in the water won't come back, you know, because he was kind of stinky. There we go. What's up? Let me drink some water. So according to the map, the Toluca entrance thingy may be really close by. Hold on. There we go. The Toluca office thingy, the power and the power and the power must be really close by. So hopefully, let me check if we can actually like open that, because man. This doesn't seem like an openable like thing. The lock is broken. What? But I have the key, don't I? Look at like in water power key. Aha. But how do you intend me to open it if I cannot? The lock is broken, so not over here. That is very weird. A guy came through the sewer then. That does remind me, as much as I don't really watch movies, I did watch the one that they did, you know, for It, the remake of It. And I gotta say it's pretty good. I didn't know that, you know, it was gonna be a very condensed version of the book. But I mean, Stephen King often makes books like look like Bibles. They kind of look like phone directors sometimes, especially the one, you know, for It. And man, I certainly did not watch it, or you know, I certainly did not read the full book. So I did enjoy the movies though. I have not watched the original, but I did watch the remake, and I certainly need to maybe, you know, give the original movie a good try, because it looks like a fun movie. You know, taking into account everything that's going on in the movie. Eh? You know. Has there been any cool new horror movies? I know that the Backrooms one came out like very recently, but is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. I have never watched it, so I wouldn't really know. It just says that the lock is broken. Cannot really go in here. Oh, my assumption was that I could just, you know, jump over here, but no. I'm confused. Exactly how do you intend me to do that? Like, sure enough, maybe I should have just followed the core there. Probably. Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I can go inside from here. No, the dumpster is filled with the thing. Eh? Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like I can go inside of there from there. At least I took care of that guy. Toluca Lake. Then if not here, where? Water, wow. Water and water and water from here? Maybe. No, I've already been here, have I not? Yeah, these are like the apartments and whatever. Eh? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Eh? I think I see with my eyes unclouded by hate what the game wants me to do. We got it. We did it, everybody. Sometimes the answer is within, because it was within the apartment complex. Hello? That is a noise that won't ever get, you know, annoying. Ow. Oh, they can hit each other. That's so funny, eh? Ow. Nice uppercut. Oh, they're butting me, eh? Changing my strategy, eh? Oh, I bust your kneecap, eh? I bust a cap in your ass, eh? Ow. Let me... Ow. Let me hit him with one of these. Got him. So apparently it is best to use this with them, because otherwise it's gonna be really sucky, eh? I don't even know what that was, but that sounded like something really serious was going on. Okay, so that is the A one. I gotta get the B one and then the C one probably. So it's just some water stuff. As long as I don't have to, you know, go full, you know, full Leon S. Kennedy at them and then shoot them at a distance, we're gonna be fine. I'm also running low on health items, so I gotta do something about that as well. I imagine that there's a reason why they're giving me bullets. And I don't like them. You know, sometimes in a job or in a game, when you get handed a pistol, it's because you're gonna use it. And that kinda sucks. That kinda sucks. For some people, it doesn't, but you know. I may not be one of those people, eh? I'm gonna have my gun ready just in case, because man, I don't know. You never know if you're gonna, you know, get into an altercation with the ops, as people often call them. So that is the C one. It restarted itself. That's kind of weird. So that just restarted itself. Let me do it just one more time, just to see if I can, you know, get that going on. It's already been turned off. I don't know why it did turn itself on again. I could handle the spoon. So maybe I was supposed to be fighting enemies while doing this. There's a ton of rifle ammunition. Am I gonna need the rifle for anything and everything? Maybe for, like, you know, long range combat, probably. I mean, if that's the case, the enemies did not spawn. That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. The big one is directly over here. Let me just prance myself over there. La, 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 like that. So that's the B one. Babe. And the big one is over here. I don't really know how I missed it, but sure enough. Over here. There you go. And another one. Oh, I get it. So it is kind of time-based, probably? It is a little bit weird indeed. Yeah, let me check the one on the A again. I assume that if they don't you know, reactivate themselves again, I'm doing it in the right order. I'm gonna wait a little bit just to see if, you know, it actually like reactivates itself. I don't believe so, and I think I'm glad that I'm sure about that, because man. Okay, so that's just the A one. What about the other one? Okay, I imagine that this system is by itself very complex. Well, at least it should be. But, you know. Sorry. Oh, I punched the mic. I punched the serif. Self's already been warned off. So that doesn't do it. This has already been turned off, says the machine. There we go. Oh, we're gonna be engulfed in darkness and...
The lights went out and they're running for cover. Did you disable the power?
Hang in there, Wheeler. I'm heading back.
Oh, things are gonna get so spooky from now on. Jesus Christ! Huh? Look at it! Look at this place, y'all. Look at this place. What would you guys do if you guys were in this situation? Hello. I hear them running. I don't know if they're running from me. Hold on. I have some ground beef with chorizo and, you know, some tomatoes. Got him. Oh, hi. Ow. Got him. We're playing Tekken, everybody, eh? We're doing some footsies right now, eh? Ah, that's so cruel, eh? But you know, he was a soldier, so he knows what he's doing, eh? Well, I mean, technically, yeah, Soul Calibur, because, you know, we have weapons and everything. I thought we were playing Tekken because, you know, we were doing, like, the Korean backdash and everything, eh? But yeah, I'm glad that we didn't die. Reload, shoot outside of the screen. Tin, 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 tin. Yeah, that too, yeah. So there's gonna be some gunplay over here. We're gonna have some gun combat. And they're gonna be like, action, action, eh? Reload. Shoot outside of the screen. Shoot outside of the screen. The screen, shoot outside of the screen. You know, so on and so forth. I don't know if I'm gonna find them in the overworld, but maybe. Time Crisis, we love it. We love Time Crisis. You know it. Okay, so this just takes me here. I don't believe we're gonna be finding any more enemies over here. Hopefully not, because otherwise that would be a shame. Oh, it is dark outside. It is cold outside. So now that we have that, we only now gotta go to the places. Hold on, I'm kind of curious. What about the bloodstone and whatever? Said something about the turquoise. To locate offices. What do you mean to locate offices? The bloodstone. Oh, the other stones. The bloodstone is found on the bench near Alchemilla Hospital, but it is not needed for the puzzle. So I need something about the lake offices. I may have royally screwed this this puzzle now, because yeah, what I need is the turquoise for the other puzzle. So let me see what I can do. Hi Charmander, how you doing? You skipped this game in the series. Is it good? It is not bad. I mean, that is to say that it's not like wow, like the best Silent Hill, but it isn't bad. You know, it is worth a playthrough at the very least. You know, it is not the worst Silent Hill ever. No. You know, it is more akin to the classic Silent Hills more than what Silent Hill 4 was, if that is a point of reference, I guess. But yeah, welcome in, eh? It isn't bad. It is not truly terrible either, you know. It isn't like, you know, wow, the best. But it isn't bad. I'm casually enjoying it, you know. Just going through here, going through there, going to places we know, you know, getting the lore. I gotta say, the story of Alex is kind of funky, to say the least. It is a little bit interesting just to see what, you know, he and his family and everybody in town over here has to do with Silent Hill. You know, they may not be canon, they may be, I don't know, but it's, you know, this story is interesting. Eh? I think I have it on Steam, but my controller wouldn't work, so I gave it up. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. I don't know if it is possible to use the Steam input. I know that you can remap your controller, you know, by using Steam and such, but I don't know. I did find a bloodstone, but I need to find a turquoise. Is that how you pronounce this? A turquoise? Maybe that's how it is. But sure, if you want to give it a try, I totally recommend you do it. It is not a bad game. Some of the puzzles can be a little bit, I guess, challenging. Actually, I was having some trouble with 1 or 2 puzzles in this game. Especially there was a sliding puzzle that apparently it is kind of infamous for accidentally being one of the hardest in the game. Like, if you don't really know what you're doing, if you don't see the solution right in front of you, you can potentially mess the puzzle up to the point in which you may just want to, you know, restart your save, and hopefully you save before doing the puzzle. So it is kind of infamous, but it isn't bad. Okay, so that's the kitchen. So if you like your puzzles, you're gonna have some puzzles over here, that's for sure. Totally recommend it. Let's see. The drawers are empty, yes I know, but what about my turquoise? Speaking about controllers, is anybody here gonna buy the Steam controller? I know that they kinda ran out of stock. They ran out of stock, but you know, you can just pre-order one. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, you pre-ordered yours, that's really nice. If it comes to your door in the vicinity of next year, within this year, let us know how cool it actually is, because for what it has, I believe it is actually like a good deal. It feels a little bit like expensive, yes I know, but with the technology that it has, it actually like feels really good, you know. At least in paper, you know. You get your TMR sticks, your TMR triggers, you get your remappable buttons, you get gyro aiming, you get lots of customizations and lots of things that you can actually like use, and that actually sounds really good. So I went here and I couldn't get anything else. What about this locket, Ellie's locket? Can I use it in any place? I don't really know. You know, for a place that has spider webs, there's a severe lack of spiders, which I guess some people may be, you know, happy that's the case, right? But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any cool spiders over here. So that's why it takes me over there. But what about the turquoise? I'm also finding a severe lack of turquoise in this guy. Drawers are empty. I may need to search this up because I don't want to miss the turquoise. I don't want to miss a thing. And according to the map, I cannot go anywhere else. Where in the blazes is the turquoise? Hold on. Silent Hill Homecoming, when the cows come home. Turquoise stone. Turquoise. Is that how you pronounce it? Turquoise. Did Akira Yamaoka work in this one? I forget. I believe he did. It definitely feels very influenced otherwise. SH Homecoming. Did Akira Toriyama work in this game? Yes, Akira Yamaoka composed the entire soundtrack for the Silent Hill Homecoming soundtrack. There we go. Oh yeah, this is where the one more soul to the call actually like comes from. One more soul to the call, and I don't remember the lyrics and everybody and everything and whatever that may be. Inside the Toluca Lake offices, it is found in a sink within a room that features a hole. You must jump across to... Okay, located in the near Toluca Lake. I was already there. Why did I not find it? Why don't you send me a WhatsApp? I don't know if you guys have ever seen or ever gotten one of those like WhatsApp like, you know, like gifts and everything. I don't know. Let me rephrase this. You know how grandmas are, you know, when it comes to like WhatsApp. Like, it is a miracle that they know how to use it. And I say that because, you know, they got to live long enough for technology to be as prominent. And, oh, look at this guy. Well, actually, I was wrong. There's not a severe lack of spiders. Here we have some spiders. Giant enemy spider. But you know how grandmas are. You know that they may be like, hello, how are you? Please respond. And something of the sort, you know. And they sometimes may just send random, like, glitter decorative gifts. And now more recently, stickers and such, you know. The faucet. I kind of forgot that these were called faucets as well. The faucet is not working. You know how it is with ramas. And there's one there's a Spanish one that just goes, why don't you send me a WhatsApp? Why haven't you sent me a WhatsApp? Do you not love me anymore or what? Send me a WhatsApp. And I know that it is supposed to be like comical, but it does kind of melt my heart a little bit. Like, why don't you send me a WhatsApp? And I'm like, oh, I would if I could, grandma. I would if I could. I don't have a grandma anymore, but you know, that's why I say I would if I could. So apparently the turquoise is in a sink. Faucet is not working. I mean, hopefully this thing is gonna be more specific because I'm already in the kitchen. Across the hole, it says. I mean, I don't have a turquoise, I only have a bloodstone, but that is like a dud. I better change my weapon. Across a hole, let's say. Do you guys see a sink? Because I don't. Maybe it is before? It could probably be before. One more sword to the call. And then the call was on hold. The entire time, hello? I got the turquoise, everybody. Hopefully I can go back to the statue because I want to get the rifle. And if I cannot, then I'm just gonna cry. And you don't guys want to see me cry. I'm gonna be like, wee. Like that. Eh? I don't remember when was the last time I cried. I know that is like a very like, my tears have dried up like since forever or whatever. Yeah? But I generally do not remember the last time I actually like bawled my eyes out. You know? I sometimes do, you know, like, you know, shed a tear once in a while. Eh? But, you know, I don't think I've ever had... No, well, I don't mean I've ever had. But I don't remember the last time I actually like did, you know, cry like that, like a little babe. I'm gonna leave this guy in peace just because he's funny. Eh? So if I wanted to go over there, let me go over here. Ow. He's just playing, you know. It was a friendly bite. It's like yum yum. When you know when tigers often bite you in the hand and they go like yum 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 like that. Yeah, it's a friendly bite. Panthers do that, and some leopards also do. Hello. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. He's stinky. I feel like it would be an interesting thing to have a leopard. Leopard? Is that how you pronounce it? A leopard or a panther as a pet. But, you know, they are wild animals, so it may not be a good idea. They deserve to be free. I should have also saved, by the way. Where is the last save point? There was one all the way over here, actually. Ooh. Maybe some time until we actually like get that. I hope that the game won't just auto-lock me from going back and, you know, getting the rifle. Because otherwise it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna be really bad. Oh, look at that guy. Ain't he cute? No, he isn't, eh? Well, I mean, to some people, that design is kind of cute, you know? It's just a big guy. So let me see what I can do. Just gonna go over here. Follow me if you're there. I'm glad that the enemies cannot get you while you're going from one place to another, because otherwise it would be really bad. And I sure hope that the game didn't crash. There we go. You just have to ask, you know. You ask and you shall receive. Oh, it is funny. This part of the game is not dark. Well, I guess now we know how to escape the confinements of death and destruction. Eh? I mean, unless I was not supposed to be here in the first place. Oh no, I'm definitely supposed to be here. So let's just go here and see what we can do. There is indeed a place in which we can save. Over here. We had a little bit of a crash earlier when I first passed through here. The game had a little bit of a buffer overflow, or whatever that may be. It just said there were too many items in something and something and something, and then it gave me an array, or more like a list, I guess. Arrays, lists, and what was the third one? Arrays, lists, and dictionaries. There we go. If you guys know your Python programming skills, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are smart. You guys, I know that you guys are smart. You guys know how to do things. Look at this guy. Wait, hold on. Where was it that I gotta go? It was over here. Let me go in a circle and hopefully I won't die. So here I am. This guy is working in the same logic that Resident Evil 4 has. This was the new. So let me put this over here. Let me put the garnet, and then let me put the turquoise. How did I know that? I don't really know. I don't really know what the significance of the sapphire and the bloodstone and everything is. So I don't know how they relate to months and stuff. One garden key. One garden key. Oh, it's over here actually. Yeah. I wonder what we're gonna find. I definitely don't know what's over there. What's up? See, the thing is, if I didn't know that there was a turquoise in the apartment thing, I definitely wouldn't have known that could have gotten the rifle. Maybe while picking up the rifle bullets I would have known, but Here we go. Eat it. Oh, look at that guy. Yes, hello. Come in, Mr. Joe. Very well, Mr. Joe, eh? Got him. Another one. Come on, get another one. There you go. Oh, he fell. Snippy time. The stone is chipped and aged, and most of the text has been lost. There are just a few lines that can still be read. Come on, Alex, you know that you don't know how to read. Eh? The grave is worn, almost entirely smooth. Only a few lines are legible. Taylor A. Born April 29th, 1908. Died March 1, 1909. Oh, just not even a year old. Rebecca H. Born May 15, 1910 and 1913. Taylor A. That was the one. Here they lie, lost and mourned by their loving parents, Hannah and Thomas Chaperone. What a shame. It is a shame when that happens. Another crypt in ruins. But yeah, but where's my thing? Where's my rifle? Eh? There you go. I got the M14 assault rifle. Oh yeah. I wonder if that has any significance when next to the tombs of two children. Not even children, two infants. Hopefully there's, that doesn't mean anything bad. Okay, so I now have the rifle. Look at this rifle. Look at my rifle. My rifle's amazing. Give it a smell. Eh? It smells just like death and destruction. Eh? As most guns do, So let's see. Now that we have that going on, let me save and hopefully everything will be alright. Actually, speaking of, I might just need to finish the stream like right now. I do gotta go to work, but we gotta have like a free day because it's mostly a technical stuff that we gotta search and take care of. So it's not gonna be a long day at work. So that's pretty good. Let me save the game, and then we can continue this probably until next week. I'm not gonna be so. I know that this is kind of like bad news and everything, but yeah, I may not be able to stream this Friday. And quite possibly I may also not be able to stream this Sunday, now that I think about it. There's some stuff going on at work, but good things, not bad things, you know. There's like events going on, and you know, concerts, plays, you know, stuff like that. So you know how it comes, you know how it comes and how it goes when it comes to arts and whatever. So I may not be able to actually like stream this Friday, and quite possibly I may not be able to stream this Sunday as well. I'll see what I can do, but for now, this is gonna be the end of the stream. Did I save though? Hold on. Let me see if I saved. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. We have saved everybody. Well, everybody, comma, we have saved. There we go. Because I don't know if I saved everybody. I don't know if everybody needed saving to begin with. But yep. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. But don't go yet. Don't go yet. Hey, Charmander. Don't go yet. Because we're gonna be raiding somebody. At least, you know, follow me for the raid and be like, hey, yo, we are here with the crowd of the big plan and the big gang and whatever we may be doing. Hold on, let me put some music because, you know, not being able to listen to anything. Hold on, I'm gonna use this one. There we go. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. As I said, please stay for the raid because, you know, it is always nice to just, you know, bring some good, you know, some good vibes to somebody else. So let me see who's live so that we can, you know, do everything and anything and, you know, share the love. Still, it was nice to see you, Charmander. Let me raid Koniku. Koniku is actually like streaming right now. I don't know if she's gonna play something, but she just started stream. So maybe, you know, I can just bring you guys over, you know, to her channel. I like to rate her whenever possible because she's almost not always live. Well, I mean, who is, you know? But when I can, you know, catch her streams, you know, I like to rate. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream just as much as I enjoyed, you know, the streaming for you guys. Raid messages. If you guys love raid messages, then use this one. Spin. There we go. Skunga. Raid. Bringing the hills back home. There we go. And use this one if you guys are subbed. If you guys are not subbed, then you can use this one. Hold on. I do it all manually because I do be lazy like that. Raid and raid. There we go. Use that one if you guys are not subbed. Use the one above if you guys are subbed. And thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys will have a lovely day. Twitch.tv/conga_donga. Those are my links. I hope that you guys will follow everything that I do because, you know, we're streamers. We love attention, you know. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, eh? And you know, my server may be a little bit like quiet. So if you guys may wanna, you know, throw a party over there, you guys can definitely, you know, do so. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Say hello to Koniku, and I'm gonna be seeing you guys on probably Sunday. I don't know. You know, stay tuned on the Discord channel, on the Discord server, for everything. Well, bye bye, everybody. Say